Hi, this is Greg Fallon, and this is my podcast assignment for our art class. So I decided to interview Katie Richmond, who is the social media director for ESPN and their ESPNW brand, which specializes in women's sports. And I did do an email interview with her, so I did not do it face to face. But these are some of the responses I got back from Katie. So the first question is, what do you see as the role of visual arts in our mass-mediated world, and particularly in your profession? So basically, her answer was that of ESPN the magazine, and how that's kind of competed with Sports Illustrated as the main forms of art and imagery that they get out in press form. And of course, with the advances with social media like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, visual arts has kind of been on the rise, especially in sports, because with Facebook and Twitter especially, it allows fans to gain a little bit more access into the personal lives of athletes, and you let them see like the artwork and the pictures that they're taking from their own perspective. But that's only getting more and more popular now in the digital media age with sports, and how the social media is playing a big role in sports right now, because a lot of people are more interested in following their favorite celebrities, athletes, just anyone of interest, and seeing how they perceive the world as far as from an artistic point of view. The next question was, with new communications and media technologies, imagery is almost instantly available. Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on the industry? Her response was that it's definitely a positive thing. For them at ESPN, the growth of ESPN.com with getting out various stories relating to sporting events, but it also gives them a chance to show off and showcase pictures in sports. I got some great pictures throughout games and press conferences, and just all around insight and access to different sporting events, and to get the fans closer to their team. And another thing she brought up is the insurgence of ESPNU and ESPN3.com. ESPNU is basically a website where fans can gain access to all things college sports. So with college sports being pretty big right now, especially football, that's just another alternative way that they can use that technology to broadcast various college games. And then with ESPN3 and ESPN 360, that gives the sports enthusiast an insight into amateur sports, and like watching AAU and just young talent come to life. So the technology they're using, they have at Disney, they have the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex, and they've got their own broadcast center there because they host a very wide range of amateur sports there at the sports complex, and they're able to broadcast right from there at the sports complex. So without even having to go back to their headquarters or production truck, they can produce live amateur events right there. And that's just showing how technology is definitely gaining steam in the mobile world. I asked her, what popular images do you see that are frequently rechanneled throughout the entertainment industry, in her case the sports industry. Some things that she kind of pinpointed were, growing up she used to watch the Wide World of Sports on ABC, and their tagline was the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, and that's something that's always stuck out with her. The picture on the right here is just the popular image. That was the agony of defeat portion of it, where the skier is coming down the mountain and he just flies right off through the fence into the crowd, and that was just something that from her generation growing up, that's always stuck with her. And even now, on ESPN, they show that clip whenever there's just any type of disaster going on, or they reference that clip. So that's something to her that has kind of stuck out and been recycled throughout the sports industry. And the next question is, are there popular images in the industry that has been created? She said the couple things, there were a lot, she said, but she said the couple things that were most prevalent in her mind were the 1972 Olympic Games were in Munich, where there were some terrorists that took over the Jewish part of the Olympic Village and held them hostage, and Just the images from there, as you can see here, the masked men holding the hostages captive, and with armed rifles, and obviously the ski mask there. But on a more positive side, the '96 Olympics in Atlanta with the American gymnastics team and Carrie Strug doing her vault on her broken ankle and being carried off. That was another very popular image that sports have created. Not just ESPN, but there's just a global sports connection with those images. And then I asked who's the favorite visual artist and or what is their favorite style of visual art. She didn't have like really a specific artist like a Picasso or Monet or anything like that she could really say is her favorite. But something current is a company called Johnny Cupcakes, which they're a clothing company based out of Boston. But she just liked their creativeness. They create really fun designs, and they're pretty exclusive. Not many people know about them, but the designs that they make is combining pop culture with just everyday creativity. They make some great designs, and she just said like the creativity that they possess and the artwork that they put out is something that really just piques her interest, and it's something that me personally, I've seen the brand myself, and I like the creativity behind the designs and how they use just fun images to grab your attention, and just something that is something appealing to everybody.